What is going on? I hope you guys are having an awesome evening. I am so excited to be hanging out with you guys this evening. Hopefully, as you guys start to hop on tonight, hopefully you guys are going to keep an open mind. I'm going to be sharing my screen here very, very shortly. But I'm just really excited because this is such a fun topic for me. For me personally, this is a fun topic. You can make a massive impact in your business if you hop on this train right now. But one thing I wanted to make sure that I make very clear with you before we really dive into this training, guys, is it doesn't have to be perfect. And number one, I can relate to you. For those of you that haven't started yet, I know some of you are thinking, and let me know if this is you, okay? You can raise your hand and let me know in the comments if this is you, okay? Things like it gives me anxiety. I'm afraid people are laughing at me. I'm afraid to look like a doofus, right? So let me just tell you, I thought the same dang thing, okay? I thought the exact same thing when I first started, all right? And I had my 16-year-old stepson living with me at the same time, which was worse. Is anybody not afraid of your kids? Let me not say that word. What's the proper saying here? Is anybody like scared of what your kids are going to think about you? Anybody like out there that's thinking like, what if my teenager sees this? Or what if there's a few teachers in here that said, what if my students find me, right? I just want to tell you that feeling will never go away. It will never go away. Okay. It will never go away, especially when they follow you on TikTok, right? My stepson would follow me on TikTok and he was like, I saw your video, cringe, right? They use the word cringe. I'm like, it's not cringe, okay? So hopefully with tonight's training, guys, I'm going to point you in the right direction, okay? I'm going to point you in the right direction. I'm going to give you some awesome tips and some ideas and really hopefully give you some sort of a content strategy. Who would love some sort of a content strategy for your short form video online, okay? You don't have to be on all of the platforms, okay? I don't know if you guys have noticed this between Instagram, Facebook, even LinkedIn. Everybody's doing the short form video thing. Now YouTube has YouTube Shorts because people aren't watching long form video as much anymore, right? 10 to 15 minutes on YouTube now is like right at the cusp, right? And the attention span on Instagram, between Instagram and TikTok, is like anywhere from like 5 to 10 seconds, right? So we're going to be talking about some tips here in just a second. I'm going to share my screen, but I'm going to give you guys a strategy that hopefully doesn't matter what kind of business you're in, by the way, direct sales, network marketing, small business, brick and mortar. If you want to promote your thing and you want people to look at your thing, I'm going to give you some sort of an idea on what direction to go. And hopefully this training, I'm going to have some visuals behind me. I don't know what, if I keep doing this, is because this is the Latin way of giving you the visual as I speak. My name is Janet Parks. I am the CEO and founder of Solutions for Sellers. I know we had some people join us for the first time in our group. Welcome, welcome. I've been in the online space since late 2018. And I have been with 2 companies. I'm active in network marketing. I'm a leader in the network marketing space. And I started Solutions for Sellers really specifically because I wanted to just share what was working for me. And I share my personal experience on things that I have gone through, courses that I've taken, and then just, you know, kind of putting my foot to the pavement and trying things online in order to get results. And whatever was working for me, I would just share. And that just kind of turned into what it is now. So we got a little over 11,000 members. We have people that joined my membership, a little bit over 350 people in there. And it's just been such a fun ride. And now I just help others. Hopefully it's authentic as it can possibly be, but I still do the same thing, right? And I'm in the trenches with you, right? Comment below what company you're with or what kind of business you're in. I'm really interested to see just the type of comments and the people that are actually here. Because I know we had some people, I've seen some comments of handmade businesses, right? We have a couple brick and mortar, and then we also have network marketing, direct sales, affiliate marketing. So it's great to see the different types of businesses that are here. So welcome, excited to have you guys here. And if you wanted to know what it is that this group does, what do we do specifically? We help online sellers simplify their social media content so that they can stand out and grow their business. That's why we have content templates that we create, right? For your business, VIP group scripts, party scripts, content for your stories. And it's going to be the same thing with short form video, right? We're going to have a resource for you. If it's something to do with your content strategy, at somewhere out here in this community, you're going to find a resource for it, or we're going to make one for you, because I'm really passionate about content and helping others figure that ish out. Okay. So we're going to be talking today about the top tips to creating reels that generate sales and leads. Okay. Make sure to keep participating in the comments, guys. But comment below, who would love to figure out how to generate leads and sales with video? Does that sound interesting to you? Because if it sounds interesting to you, then this training's hopefully going to be pretty impactful for you. But let's go ahead and get into this really quickly, guys. Here's what you're going to learn tonight. We're going to go over 4 things. Okay. We're going to try to keep this very, very simple. Number one, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to debunk myths. Okay. There's a lot of myths out there and misconceptions when it comes to short form video. And I'm going to go over the ones that I hear the most. The second thing I'm going to go over is the 3 elements your reels need to generate sales and leads. Believe it or not, there's 3 main things. They're going to help capture your ideal customer's attention and get them into your ecosystem. Okay. What I mean by ecosystem, it's your space, right? It's where they can hang out with you, ask you questions, and buy your thing, right? Whatever thing it is that you sell. The third thing is we're going to talk about 9 tips to take into your reel strategy. Okay. So I'm going to give you 9 impactful, powerful tips. So hopefully you guys are going to have a pen and paper. I recommend it because I am going to try to be a little detailed here and try to not make this too long. But get a pen and paper, write these ideas down, because you're going to want to use them as you start to take Reels and TikTok seriously. Even when you're first starting, you're going to want to write these things down. Okay. And then the last one is I'm going to show you exactly how to get started. All right. Comment below. Have you ever posted a reel before? It could be reel/TikTok. Let me know in the comments. I want to know if we have like super duper beginners, like never done it, afraid, this is overwhelming, not my jam. Or maybe we have some people here a little more intermediate and they're like, maybe I've posted here and there, but I don't really have a strategy. I've just kind of seen things here and there, and I'm just like trying to figure it out. Maybe you've posted some reels that are just like pictures. Maybe some of you have posted, just some generic reels, or maybe you're just playing around with it. And let me know, maybe some of you guys have been posting reels for a little while. Like maybe some of you guys are really good at it. You understand certain elements and how to edit here and there. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the first part of this. All right. First, let's talk a little bit about me really quickly. So I'm an active leader in network marketing, just like I've already shared with you, which I think is really important. Especially if you're doing reels, right? And you're generating leads for your network marketing business. I share my personal experience. I share what has worked for me. Between both of my accounts, I've gained 26,000 followers. I've generated over 500,000 views, as well as thousands upon thousands of dollars in sales from 15-second videos, guys. So, and I've also been featured in, if you guys know who Michelle Cunningham is, she's another amazing trainer on social media. If you're not following her, you need to yesterday. I was also featured in one of her major courses. What's it called? Influencer Video Secrets. Here's the cute little binder that she sent me. And basically it's just like a bunch of people that are like sharing their video secrets. And I'm in here. I'm on this page right here. So this was kind of a really cool thing to do. But like there I am right there, like TikTok. Cool stuff, right? So she's absolutely incredible. So I have like a whole training video and training segment there because of, my experience with video. But yeah, I've been using video for the past 4 years to grow my influence and to grow my brand online and generate tons and tons and tons of sales. Okay. So if you think that you have to be this incredible person and you have to have this lavish life, I wish I could show you the rest of my office right now. Okay. We live in a nice house, but we have a very tiny office. My videos are not perfect. If you actually take the time to go through my TikTok and my Instagram, you'll be able to see that I'm a very normal person. A lot of these people that are making these reels are also very normal people, but we can still generate these results because purpose driven, right? We're not thinking about being perfect. We're thinking about being valuable. We're thinking about others versus just like how we look on camera, right? And we're consistent, right? We got a strategy and we're consistent with it. All right. So let's look on this next page here. Let's talk about some myths, okay? Let's talk about some myths here. All right. So there's a ton of myths when it comes to video. All right. So let's debunk some of them. All right. I want you guys to participate. This is going to be the part where I want you to participate in the comments, okay? The more followers, and I want you to comment true or false. The more followers you have, the more sales you will get. Let me know in the comments, true or false. True or false. Okay. I'm really curious as to what you think here. I've asked people this question before. I've had actually some group coaching in the past that I've done. And this was a question that came up. And you'd be surprised how many people said the wrong answer to this. Okay. The more followers you have, the more sales you will get. The answer is false. The answer is false. Okay. I can't tell you how many, and I have friends, okay? I know people on social media who do video that have millions of followers, okay? Hundreds of thousands, some are millions, that make $0 and 0 cents. Okay. If the follower count does not matter if you don't know how to monetize. Okay. This is what's called, I want you to write this down. Okay. Having thousands of followers and millions of views is called a vanity metric. It is a vanity metric. Does it help you expose to more people? Yes. That's the misconception, though, is that you absolutely need these two metrics in order for you to make tons of money on short form video and to make an impact on short form video. And that's just not the reality. I have videos that are literally 2,000 or 3,000 views that have made me new sales, people in my inbox, right? People ask me about the thing that I do in my business, right? That have generated people moving from my TikTok into my Instagram, from my Instagram into my Facebook, filling out my Google Docs and my Google Forms. The views, the millions of views can be helpful, but it's not going to be the factor that's going to help generate into sales, especially when it's just because you have to also think about there's people that use TikTok and Instagram just to do their little dances, right? Have you seen those TikToks and Instagrams where people are just, they're doing the trends, right? The trend is like everybody has to do this one dance where it's like, whoa, or something. Don't laugh that I just did that, right? But it is a vanity metric. These little 16, 17-year-old teeny boppers that are just dancing on camera and not knowing what they're doing, just because they're getting 1 million views does not mean that they're also getting $1 million. That just does not equate. It just does not equate, okay? That means that somebody found them entertaining and they liked their video and then moved on with their day and forgot about them 5 minutes later. Not to be harsh, but that's really what happened, okay? That's why you want to kind of pivot your strategy. Yes, it's okay to put entertaining content out there because entertainment triggers an emotion in consumers. And if you can trigger an emotion into your consumers, they're going to remember you, right? So you want to have that, but it's not the end all be all, guys, okay? Knowing the latest TikTok dance and the Instagram dance, okay, which I can't dance, I already told you that. It does not equate to dollars, all right? So let's go to the next page here, which is false. So correct. If you guys answered false, you are correct. All right, let's go to the next myth here, okay? Make sure to participate in the comment. I'm not an expert at video, so I won't be successful. True or false? All right? True or false? I'm not an expert at video, so because I'm not an expert at video, I won't be successful. I hope you guys already know the answer to this question. You don't need to be an expert at short form video for you to have impactful videos. Okay, I'm going to go over the main elements that are going to help you understand what really matters when it comes to video. You can literally be horrible at video, okay, and still make an impact online. Does it help to have some skills? Absolutely, of course. Anything extra beyond basic, okay, is always going to help you excel a little bit faster. However, I don't want you to think that you need to be able to have the perfect lighting, the perfect this, the perfect editing skills for you to make a quality video online, because you absolutely do not need to. You'd be surprised if you guys looked at my TikTok specifically. what videos went viral and they were so pixelated, okay? Because I had an older iPhone when I did some of these videos, and they just went viral for no reason, no stinking reason, right? Okay, so what's the answer to this? False. You don't need to be a video expert, okay? However, there are more people doing short form video now, so of course it's going to help you to learn some skills, but you don't need to do the magical stuff where you're just like doing these amazing things on video and you disappear and then somehow reappear and then you're floating and then anyways. All right, let's go to the next myth here. You need to be this one makes me laugh. You need to be a professional dancer to be successful. True or false? Let me know in the comments. You need to be a professional dancer to be successful. Oh, I can't do that to y'all. I'm sorry. Did you see my professional dance moves here? Okay. See that? Look, you don't need to. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next page here. False, double false. You do not need to be a professional dancer. Okay. Now, I will tell you this. When I first started doing them, especially on TikTok, I thought I did, and I about had a panic attack. So I'm like, do I need to do the thing? Do I need to do that? But I have 2 left feet. Does this algorithm understand that I have 2 left feet and that doesn't work for me? All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, here's the last one. I need to know it all before I begin. I need to know it all before I begin. I'm sure some of you guys are going to know the answer to this. True or false, right? I need to know everything about video, everything about Instagram, everything about TikTok in order for me to get started. If you answered false, then you are correct. You don't. All right, double false. Okay, let's go to the next page here. All right, so here's kind of a point that I was getting to earlier, right? Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. I want you guys to write that down. In fact, continuous improvements is better than delayed perfection. True or false? Let me know in the comments. Is this a true statement or not? This is absolutely a true statement. It doesn't matter what you're doing in business. Continuous improvements is way better than trying to get it perfect. Because here's the deal. At one point, Instagram used to be the place where all the Instagram models hung out. And it was like really hard to hang out on Instagram because all you saw were these like Instagram models and everybody was perfect. Well, guess what? Reality check, right? People aren't looking for perfection. People are looking for real and relatable, right? So you got to really ask yourself, can I be real and can I be relatable? If you can be real and relatable, then you have a winning formula all ready to start with. Because trust me, guys, I am as real and relatable as you can get. I have 2 small children, and when I first had my second son, there was times I did live trainings and I didn't realize I had spit up on my dress. There are videos, don't look for them, but they exist because I remember and they're there. Okay. So, and people won't say anything about it, right? I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but real and relatable, right? So I hope that makes you feel better as well. All right, so let's get into this next one, okay? So let's break this down. Let's go into the 3 main elements your reels need to generate leads and sales, okay? This is going to be the juicy stuff, all right? And I want you guys to take notes on this part, please, because this is going to be detailed into those 3 parts. And I think this is really going to help you when you write them down and actually look at them and you think about it when it comes to creating your next reel. Let's go to the next page here. All right. Here are the 3 main elements, okay, that your reels are going to need in order for people to want to engage, want to buy from you. Okay. 3 things. Number 1, captivate. You want to captivate your audience. What does that mean? Does that mean you need to amaze them with something? Does that mean that you need to have this extravagant background, scenery, beautiful house, nice Porsche car? That's not what I mean by captivate, okay? Captivate means capturing attention. This is typically your first 3 to 5 seconds of your video. So when you begin your video, I already told you guys, people's attention spans on these sites, Facebook's attention span is 8 seconds. Did you guys know that? That's new. That was recent. The attention span on Facebook, the average attention span is 8 seconds. Wild. Thanks, TikTok. You guys, let's just blame TikTok for this, okay? TikTok started this madness. 8 seconds, All right. So you've got about, if you're going to be performing reels on Instagram or on TikTok, you got to really think about that beginning of your video. All right. And this goes the same for your caption as well, right? In your video and in your caption, your very first sentence needs to be captivating. Okay. Interesting. Typically, this can be something that ends with a question. A lot of times it could be something numeric that you can start with, like 4 things you need to XYZ, right? The best way to blah, 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 blah. And then you can relate that, or you can fit that into your niche, whatever it is that you teach, whatever it is that you share, whatever problems that you specifically solve. Okay. Think about your niche, right? So capture attention to hook your ideal customer. You want that to happen at the very beginning of your video, that 3 to 5 seconds. So this one is an example. 4 things you need to increase engagement and sales with your online posts, right? Who is my ideal customer? Direct sellers, network marketers. I'm just giving you me as an example, right? What do I do? Who do I help and how do I help them? I help people simplify their social media content online so they can grow their business and stand out, right? How do I do that? Well, of course, this video is going to relate to my niche, who I'm talking to, and how I solve their problems. 4 things you need to increase engagement and sales with your online posts. The second part here is inspire. Inspire, okay? The second part of your video, or the second thing you need in your video, is something to inspire them, okay? So typically, this has everything to do with triggering an emotion in your viewer, okay? You want to trigger an emotion. It doesn't mean that you want them to, like, I'm not saying make people cry, okay? And if you have a great story and it makes people cry, that's awesome, right? But I'm not saying it's awesome to make people cry, but if people can relate to you, right, and it triggers that emotion, that's great. That is a good thing. Triggering an emotion means that you can surprise your people, right? It generates some sort of excitement, curiosity, right? Curiosity is a big one, especially if you want to promote your products on these platforms. Desire, motivation, okay? These are different emotions that you can trigger within people, all right? And it really just has everything to do with how you present your information. So you can do this by sharing a really cool hack that's related to your niche, a fun fact, right? For example, if you're in beauty and you sell makeup products, you can talk about, and I use this example a lot because this was a really gross example, and I don't remember the exact statistic, but I remember I saw this on a reel and I never forgot it. Okay. Somebody said something about makeup brushes, how much bacteria makeup brushes collect when you don't clean them. And of course, in her video, she started her video with that as her hook, right? Did you know that there was this many bacteria typically on a makeup brush on average, right? And most people don't clean them. Did you guys know that? Most people do not clean their makeup brushes. So then it just packs on with bacteria. So she was selling a makeup brush cleaner, and all she did was have that as a fun fact. And all she did was demonstrate how easy it was for her to clean her makeup brush with this tool that she sells. And that's how she ended the video. So guess what I did? It generated that attention, right? That was the hook. Like, what? How much bacteria is in my makeup brush? I wash my makeup brush, but how much bacteria is in my makeup brush? And then the next part, I was inspired of how easy she made it seem, how she cleaned her brush on this thing with no water. There was no water in the little tray thing. She just went like this. Okay. And maybe this isn't very surprising for you guys. Maybe some of you guys are beauty experts, but for me, I was like, what? That's amazing. I thought you needed to scrub that thing in the sink with soap and water. I'm the Dawn soap person. Okay. Maybe that's not the best strategy, but that's me. But she's not. She just did this thing. And guess what? I bought it. I bought the thing. It was like $15. But yeah. Okay. So that's the second part, right? That's an example of how you can captivate and inspire. The next part is compel, okay? Compel. Motivate the viewer to take action with you, all right? That's the last part, is compelling. How are you going to compel your audience to take the next step with you? All right. Well, here's something that I want you guys to kind of think about, especially when you're doing Instagram reels, right? Instagram reels, I'm going to tell you, my mindset has changed on the importance of TikTok and Instagram. It used to be all pro TikTok, but TikTok has a lot of stipulations. They have a lot of restrictions, and there's also a lot of security issues with TikTok. I'm not saying you can't be successful with TikTok. I have some friends that are still successful. I still get a lot of leads from TikTok, but I'm not like gun-ho about TikTok anymore because there's just a lot of sketch. There's a lot of sketch on TikTok. I'm gonna be honest, especially for our industry. They do not like our industry. They don't like network marketers. They don't like direct sellers. But when it comes to Instagram Reels and Facebook Reels, I'll just tell you, one of the most important things that they care about is saves. Okay, people saving your reel and sharing your reel. Yes, you want to promote engagement. You want people to comment. You want people to follow. You want people to do all the things. But you also want them to save and share. Why? Because the more your video does that, the more they pop it into the Explore page. The Explore page is the page where they promote your video for you on that page, and more people are going to see your reel. So if you're promoting saves and save this video for later, or share this video out if you found it valuable, if you're doing that kind of thing on the compelling part, then it's going to help your algorithm. It's going to boost your video. Okay. Was that helpful? Is this helpful at all? Comment below. Let me know. Have I lost you guys? Give me some hearts in the comments. Let's get into this next part here. We're going to talk about the 9 tips to take into your Reels strategy today. All right. So this is going to be really impactful for you guys. So let's go ahead and go to this next page here. All right. All right. This is the part where you're going to have to take some notes here, especially if you want to make an impact. Okay. Here are 3 main things that I want you guys. Here are the first 3. All right. I'm going to break these down for you as simply as I can. Number 1, know who you are talking to. Comment below if you know who you are marketing to. And this isn't just specific to short form video. However, this is very important for short form video. In your business, doesn't matter what you're doing, okay? Anytime you're marketing online, if you want to gain new people, whether you're using stories or your business page or Facebook ads, right? Or if you're creating a lead magnet, or you want people to opt into your text messages or opt into the thing that you're giving in exchange for an email, whatever it is, you got to know who you're talking to. And before you say, well, everybody can buy my products, that may be true, but when you talk to everybody, you're talking to no one. That's how marketing works. You have to speak to a specific person, okay? And typically it's the person that needs your services and needs your product, right? So this whole makeup brush example that I was giving you, in the bacteria and the makeup brush, who do you think that's going to impact the most? What type of person would be impacted by that the most? Do you think it would be like, Billy Bob, who drives trucks for a living and, pumps gas and drives, all the time and never looks in the mirror? Like, do you think Billy Bob would be interested in that? No, right? Billy Bob can't, I don't think, if he wants to put on makeup, go him, right? But I don't think so, right? I can't envision it, right? That would be not the best ideal customer, all right? You got to know who you're talking to, right? That person that's going to say, who's that person that uses the makeup brushes, right? So you guys are leaving some really, really good comments here as to like who would resonate with that information, right? The next one here is become an authority, or become the authority figure in your niche. What does that mean? Okay, germaphobes. Yes. What does that mean when I say become the authority figure in your niche? Now, just because you're in a direct sales company, let me make this part clear too, and you sell the same thing as thousands of others, does not mean that you're in an oversaturated market, and it does not mean that you're the same as everyone else. Because guess what? Jenny over there and you are going to market completely differently. If you know who you're talking to and you're giving value and you're educating people and you are helping solve their problems through your content, you're going to get the most followers. You're going to get the people that are going to want to buy your products and hang out with you. That's how you do it. It's having that servant and giving mentality. So becoming the authority figure in your niche has everything to do with value content. Does anybody know what value content is? Value content, let me know if you know like the definition of what that is. Because this is really, really big deal. Okay. I'm gonna use myself as an example to kind of set the picture, right? I'm a trainer online, right? But how many trainers are there? There's thousands of people that do something similar to me, right? You would probably think with how many ads you probably get, especially you as a direct seller, you probably get a ton of ads from this other coach and this other coach and this other coach and this other coach, right? Why are you guys hanging out with me specifically, right? Just because there are thousands of other coaches that do a similar thing, maybe the exact same thing as me, right? Maybe there's another one. Maybe there's a Bo Bannett out here. I'm Janet, and then there's Bo Bannett, and she's selling the exact same thing, except her colors are black and blue, or black and yellow, and mine are pink and blue, right? Maybe we're doing the exact same thing, but there's a reason why you're hanging out with me instead of Bo Bannett, right? You're hanging out with me because you like me, you trust me, and I've given you value. I've given you a lot of free value, and I teach you things, right? Just like how I'm doing right now, right? You can literally, this is just a thought for you guys, if you really want to excel, you can literally go on Instagram and do an Instagram live or Facebook live and do exactly what I'm doing. Pull up a Canva, put some really good education that is related to your niche, and educate people, right? You can literally do that. The people that do these types of things are the people that stand out. And then suddenly the people that sell the thousands of same products as you don't really remember them as much. Why? Because you found somebody who is helping you, right? They're helping you. They've given you value. They've, impacted you in some type of way, right? Maybe you'll get tidbits of information from other people, but you have people that you follow for a reason, right? You'll buy my stuff for a reason. I'll buy your stuff for a reason. And this is the reason, right? The way that you become authority figure in your niche is by assuming the authority space, right? So if you want to learn about non-toxic stuff, I'm going to give you all the facts, right? If you want to learn how to create success online, I'm going to teach you all the ways that you can be successful online, right? So you just have to assume the position. Even if you're not the ultimate expert, you don't have to be at the tippity top of your company to be considered a leader, right? You don't have to be at the tippity top. You don't have to have invented clean living for you to have something of value to say about it. You just have to have something valuable to say in general. And that leads me to the last point, creating shareable content. Shareable content is any content that is purpose-driven, that is useful, and that is problem-solving. Purpose-driven, useful, problem-solving. That's what that third one is, okay? If you can provide that, then you are more than just a direct seller. You are a servant leader. You help people. And then ultimately, you're a brand. At that point, you're a brand, right? Like Kathy. Kathy, for example, let's just say she sells something, right? And she's like a consultant, like the other thousands of consultants that sell the exact same thing. What's going to make her special versus everybody else? Why am I going to follow her when there's like 3,000 others that I could follow? Because Kathy teaches me stuff, right? Kathy doesn't just sell me Color Street. Kathy goes on live and says, hey guys, I'm going to show you a really cool fall design that you can make with Color Street in just 5 minutes. I'm going to show you this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. You do this, you do that, you do this, you do that. And all of a sudden you have a really cute fall design on your nails. So now you can go on dates, blah, 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 blah. You can wash your hands. They're waterproof, whatever. Now you've given me way more value than every other person selling the exact same thing as you because you showed me something awesome. So anyways, I hope that part is helpful. But shareable content, guys, shareable content is value-driven content. Teach people stuff. Even if it's the most basic thing, teach them, because there's somebody out there that's going to be like, wow, I didn't know that. Let's get to the next 3 really quickly. Learn how to edit videos. Once you learn this skill and you realize it's not that difficult, once you really know what you're doing, then you're going to have higher quality videos, okay? Higher quality videos means that watch duration, right? People are going to watch your video all the way to the end. And that's what you want. You want people to watch the majority of your video, because when you do that, when you increase your watch time, then the algorithm, the platform will share your video out to more people. The next one is be relatable, clear, imperfect, and authentic. Do you guys like the word I put in there? I put imperfect. Are you guys surprised to see me put that word in here? Make sure that you show up imperfect. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you try to show up perfect, no bueno. Show up imperfect. That means I want you to just be 100% authentic to you. Why? Because you cannot be copy pasted. That is the one thing on social media. Captions can be copy pasted. Graphics can be copy pasted, right? Quotes, words, things. But the one thing that can never be duplicated is you. That is what makes a brand. You deciding to be your imperfect, authentic, relatable self, all right? And then the last part of this is engage with your audience. Engage with your audience. Whoever comments, reply. Whoever follows you, you follow them back. If they comment on your stuff, you comment on their stuff. Whoever is watching your stories, engage with them, because the algorithm, the platforms care. These are the things that they care about. If you're interacting with people, the algorithm's like, oh, cool, like we're getting engagement here. And then they interact with you. They're like, great, these people like each other. Let's make sure they see their content. Let's make sure they see each other's content. It benefits you in the end when you engage with people. Even if nobody's engaging with you, make the effort. 3 people a day, every day, make the effort. The algorithm will reward you in the end. And here's the last 3 before we get to the last part of the training. Okay? Are you guys getting value from this? Hashtag value in the comments if this has been a valuable training so far. I hope you guys are. A little bit of a longer training. I try to do short training because sometimes it's hard because it's like I have a lot to say. Like I want to give you guys the goods. And sometimes I want to get like in depth with some of these things because these are the things that everybody needs to know. These 3 right here. The first one, promote saves and shares. I've kind of already talked about that, right? That's how you compel your audience. Get them to save and to share your content. The next one is promote products with curiosity marketing. Curiosity marketing. I just realized that this ninth point here, I already shared it. So I'm going to make up my last one here in a minute. But let me talk about curiosity marketing really quickly. The makeup brush example that I gave you, right? We talked about, okay, dirty makeup brush, bacteria, right? You taught me something that there's like 85 million pieces of bacteria on a makeup brush and that most people don't wash that thing. Disgusting, but you got my attention because it was so like, you got my attention because it was horrific to know that most people don't wash it. And then there's that much bacteria on there, right? So you got my attention. What's the curiosity marketing part? Was the fact that you took that brush and you took this tool that I've never seen before and you cleaned your brush with it. That's the curiosity marketing. You didn't sell it. You didn't say, buy this, here's the link, buy this. All you did was demonstrate it. There's different forms of curiosity marketing, but the best type of curiosity marketing is when you don't make it the thing. When you don't make the product that you're trying to sell in the video the thing. When you make it the whole point of the video, then you're going to lose people because they can feel like you're selling to them. Does that make sense? Have you ever watched a video that just like made you feel like, okay, you're really trying to sell me on this versus somebody's just using it and not really saying much. Maybe they're just sharing their results or they shared a testimonial, but they're not like, this is the best thing ever. It's $99. Make sure to buy it right now. Here's the link. You don't want to do that with reels. You just don't want to do that. You want to practice curiosity marketing, okay? You want people to raise their hand and ask you, what is that? Okay? You want them to ask you, what is that? How can I get my hands on that? Right? All right. And then the last one, I got to make up one here for you because I think I put create shareable content twice somehow. And I didn't even realize it. I thought I fixed that. Okay. So the last one here is, I'm going to make this one up. And the last one is original content. Okay. I'm going to give you this one. And the reason why I'm going to say original content is because the platforms right now are preferring original content. Okay. TikTok wants their users to be original. Instagram wants their users to be original. Facebook Reels, they don't care yet because they're still trying to figure themselves out. They're like the lost puppy, okay? They are the lost puppy of the short video game right now. They're just like, what are we doing? we want to join the club. They don't really know what's going on. Okay. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but they really are. They don't have a lot of editing features. Yeah. Facebook Reels is just like trying to figure stuff out. They're still trying to discover themselves, right? What is, never mind. I'm going to move on from that. But original content, what do I mean by that? What do I mean by original content? And I don't want you to feel intimidated by me saying that, because I know as soon as I say original content, you're going to say, well, Janet, that's a lot of work. At least with trends, I could just copy what everybody else is doing. Here's what I mean. Use your voice. Who saw that post tonight? It was part of one of the training posts. Use your voice. How many videos did you see of my reels tonight of me talking? Just me talking. That's what I mean. Use your voice. Hey guys, today I'm going to show you 3 tips to XYZ. Tip number 1, blah, 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 blah. Tip number 3, blah, 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 blah. And then tip number 3, okay? Those were impactful tips, I know, but stay with me, okay? I know those were very impactful, but this is what I mean, right? Use your voice. People want to hear what you sound like, okay? And again, you can't be copy pasted. And when you do that on Reels, at least a couple times a week, right? The algorithm is going to recognize that as original, right? If you even look at some of my videos, you'll see the ones of me talking are the ones that excel. Now, trends, yes, trends are very important. You still want to do it to gain that viewership, okay, along with a good hashtag strategy. But original content is really key. And it really ties in with you being able to gain that authority in your niche. Because if you can be the authority figure in your niche and you can literally teach people from your mouth, people are going to remember you. Nobody has the same voice as you. Nobody looks exactly like you. Nobody thinks exactly the way that you think, and you're going to be memorable. Okay. Very, very important. And if you're intimidated by sharing your voice, if you can do these kind of videos here, all right, you're gonna get more engagement. You're gonna get more involvement in your content. Okay, because it literally sets you apart. Trends are great with views and stuff, right? But it doesn't set you apart from everybody. I'm not saying they're not important to do. I still think trends are important to do, but I also want you to understand that making sure that you set yourself apart is very important. Okay, you got to incorporate that into your strategy. If you guys have any questions about anything, make sure to comment below. Hashtag value in the comments if this training was valuable. Thank you guys so much. Bye, my friends. See you guys later.